Don't make me go down your catalog again. Model, video vixen, IT, pro. Get that shot ready.
Don't be trying to clock my tea up here, y'all.
How do you like being called video vixen?
The more that I elevate, the more that I really see the hate. Be waiting to beef with me. Ain't nothing been done. Clock that. Because I actually did a reality show. I don't know if I told you.
You
I
did? Tell me
did
that.
one before. The production was ass, bro. Was ass. They had us sign fake contracts, everything. Girl, get some.
Oh my God.
My friend has a freaking high heel mark in her head from being hit with a high heel. I actually got into a fight. Like, it was, I did. And I came with my press-on nails on deck, boo. I came on the stage like, ew, what's up? Press-ons on deck.
But are you still going to be on it?
No. Y'all, girl, I had to sit there, send them a cease and desist and everything. Like, I was not playing with them.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Conversations with Her. Today we have pro makeup artist, video vixen, model, and my own personal makeup artist and friend, Dejj.
Hey, what's
welcome.
up, y'all? Hey, my girl.
I'm so excited to have you here today.
I am so excited to be here today. Like, you know, I love to talk. So
Yeah.
we're going to get into
We're going to get into the tea. We're going to get into the business. So I was just about to ask you, like, how do you like being called video vixen? Like, how is that for you?
I like it. Like, I don't really think there's a negative stigmatism on being a video vixen. Honestly, I embrace it. You know, like, I really honestly feel like I'm one of the top ones right now.
And
so,
is.
Hey.
I can co-sign on that.
Okay.
So, how are you feeling today? Are you excited to be here?
I am. I'm feeling great. You know, today was a really, really good day. Went out last night. You know, got a little bit tipsy.
I'm glad you made it.
I love being here. I love your say. You know, I love you personally.
Thank you.
So I'm so proud of everything that you're doing, and I'm glad I get to be, look, you know, first episode.
The very first.
You know.
As I welcome you to the show, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. We're going to get into the business.
All right, well, you know I'm ready.
The first question I have for you is, what is one makeup trend that you just wish stops, like, immediately?
One makeup trend that I wish that stops immediately. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think that I have one.
You don't think you have
one? Yeah, no. I mean, except for the crusty makeup, but
yeah.
I mean, other than that, I love makeup as an art. So every makeup artist has their own style of makeup, whether it be creative, editorial, soft glam. You know, every makeup artist has their own style. So honestly, I really don't have a trend that I wish stopped right now. Honestly.
Okay, what advice do you have for a upcoming makeup artist, maybe in Atlanta or New York, where you were born? Fun fact.
Okay.
Shout out New York.
Okay. All right, you already know.
And Jersey.
Okay. Big shout out.
What advice do you have for them coming up?
One piece of advice that I will give the upcoming girlies in the industry is just to, number one, make sure that you're doing this because you're passionate about it. Don't try to do it because you see it's like a quick, a quick fix or quick money, because it's not. It's so much that goes into makeup artistry. Always make sure that you're studying and you're perfecting your craft.
Right.
Like, don't try to go above your means. Like, I see like a lot of the times nowadays, these beginner makeup artists, they come out and they charging like 90
off
125 off
120 off rip,
baby.
Oh,
like, I'm 12 years in the game and my glams always stay under 100 125. Like, I pride myself on doing good business and pride myself on having affordable prices, whether it be the regular woman or the celebrity woman. I don't bust anybody's head. Don't try to come in this because you love it, because I feel like when you do something that you don't love, it's easier for you to how can I say, either snake your way in or try to get through it fast, or you might not really care. Exactly. Back door. You might not care that much about your professionalism, or you might not care that much about the things that you actually should care about. Right. So I would definitely give that to the beginner makeup artist. Heavy on, like I said, heavy on the studying. I'm 12 years in the game and I still study. Yeah. I still take refresher classes. I still, if I feel like I need to work on something, if I feel like I want to get better with something, it doesn't matter. I still study. So definitely just make sure that you have the passion for it.
That's amazing. That's good. And touching on celebrities a little bit, I've seen you work with some celebrities. Okay. You know, I be watching you, girl. I've seen like Nakia, Summer Walker. You know, yes. Who was your favorite artist to work with?
I definitely loved working with Lakia. Don't get me wrong, Glow is my girl. I love working with Glow as well. Everybody always says that we look alike. They call me her. Y'all, when I
can see Lakia too, though.
When I mean both, literally. When I look like Glorilla a lot. I went to the club in Houston one time, and they literally shouted me out on the microphone like, "We got a little Glow over there in the section." I'm like, man, chill out, y'all. Like, sexy. But
I can see it.
I definitely love my girl Lakia. I've been bumping Lakia's music for a very, very, very long time. So just getting that chance and that opportunity to work with her multiple times was amazing. Yeah. Like getting a chance to do the videos for the songs that I actually, bump to and listen. Yeah. I'm very, very picky on the females that I listen to. I definitely feel like I have my own personal ear for music. Yeah. So it's like Lakia was just a vibe. Like she's a boss bitch. She's about her business. She's about her money. She's beautiful. She's down to earth. Like literally, I have nothing but good things to say about my girl.
I love that because it's a lot of people don't know because Lakia is a rapper. She really, really known for her freestyles and covers and stuff like that. I'm really a huge fan of Lakia. But a lot of people don't know that she can sing too.
Yep, they don't. Yeah. Only the OGs know that Lakia can sing. Only the OGs
And it's so funny because I was reading your intake form and so can you.
I can. I could bust me a little note or something like that. 1-2? Yeah, I could do me a little 1-2.
We gotta get in the studio one day.
Yeah, we're gonna get in there. I'm telling you, I'm ready. Like I'm ready. I got so much stuff going on just surrounding musically, and it's like I tug a war with it because I do so many things. I do so many things. And
this girl's a whole IT specialist.
Yeah, literally. Like I do so many things. So it's like, but I'm not gonna lie, before I loved makeup, before I loved being pretty, before I loved anything, I was a singer. Yeah. Like I was a singer. I literally was signing up for America's Got Talent auditions and everything. I just knew Simon was going to pick me. He wasn't going to go over me. I just knew it.
You should make that a
thing. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Like, honestly, because I'm getting into managing artists and, I actually just got a new position as a casting manager with 5-Star Castings. Shout out to my girl, Honeybee. Okay. I just got a casting manager position, but I'm also managing artists as well. I get so many artists that hit me up on a daily, like, can you manage me? Can you manage me? I want you to manage me. I'm like, look, if the music you do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. What would be like a requirement to work with Dejj?
Have talent.
Okay.
Talent.
So they don't need a following. They don't need.
I don't care about all that.
You can do all
because I can do that.
Oh, okay.
You feel what I'm saying? I mean, you see the fit. Check the fit.
Yeah, you come here looking good, girl.
I definitely say just come with the talent and the drive, the passion, and also the money. Of course, when you have the talent and the drive, and I just honestly feel like the money is going to come with it behind it, but have the talent, be passionate, come ready to work. Yeah. One thing about it, I play about a lot of things. I am a fucking jokester, all right? Yeah. But one thing I do not play about is business. I pride myself on doing good business. I pride myself on making sure that all my T's are crossed and all my I's are dotted. Like, I don't like lazy people. I don't like people that beat around the bush, bullshitters. Like, I'm so blunt and definitely blunt and honest when it comes to business. So, just come ready to work and come with your shit together because we good over here.
So we have a segment called Ask Her.
Okay.
And this segment is where people on the outside gets to ask us questions or send in questions to me to ask people who come on my show.
Okay.
So one question that I was like fishing around, because of course you're our first guest. So, I was just asking around people like, what would you ask a pro makeup artist or something like that? So basically I know this girl who's a makeup artist and she pretty much explained how she would have clients get their makeup done, wear it for like 8 to 12 hours. She's a beginner. And then text her towards the end of the night like, my makeup didn't last. I didn't like it. Yeah. What does she do?
Well, I think that just depends on what her routine is. Is the problem that the makeup is not lasting and it's just sweating completely off, or is the problem that the makeup is oxidizing and it doesn't match the skin tone after they're leaving the chair? Or is it, there's so many, like when I'm telling y'all, it's literally not as easy as slapping a color on somebody's face and whatever, because like I said, me doing this for 12 years studying is a key component. I pride myself on knowing all skin tones, all undertones, all of that, because that is important. Right. One thing that I feel like a lot of makeup artists actually do not know is that once your client steps out of your chair, their makeup may not look the same if you don't know about oxidization. And basically what oxidization is, just to put it in layman's terms, is basically when the air changes the way that your makeup looks. So we all know that the air in a room is not the same as outside. Right. So how your makeup looks inside is not going to look the same way outside, which is why they tell you make sure that the foundation is 1 to 2 shades lighter. Make sure your concealer is 1 to 2 shades lighter, because once you step outside, it'll oxidize to your original skin tone. Another thing is spray and powder. I am a powder makeup artist. Well, I'm telling y'all.
Spray queen, actually.
Spray queen. How many sprays I spray you with? Like 6. That's like, I spray my clients with up to 5 sprays for longevity if that is something that they're requiring or they're asking. I have clients that travel out of state with their faces. I could call her right now. I have a client that will literally go to Houston and will literally wear her makeup for 3 days and getting it done on Thursday. Like I'm talking about, and it stays. So I pride myself on that. Like making sure that you're learning your powder work, making sure that you're learning your spray work, all of that. So, I would definitely say just study how to use powders, press powders, finishing powders, and make sure that you're incorporating those 3 or 4 sprays in the mix of it.
Right. Okay. That was good. So we're about to play a game.
All right, I'm ready.
We're going to play our game. We're going to get a sip of our drink. We're going to relax a little bit.
Something. Okay.
That was kind of awkward. I'm about to choke myself.
Okay, no,
you can grab
that's fine.
Y'all saw me about to choke myself. Ooh. Let me take a sip of this, child.
Y'all know this is my fave. Stella Rosa. If you see me, sponsor me. Okay.
I almost forgot my mic.
Look.
Okay, yeah, we do need some sponsorship. Shout out to Stella Rosa. We love y'all. Okay. Are you ready for this?
Yes, I am.
So I'm gonna have you pick a card. Okay, let me read. Let me read.
I can see some of your cards in the back.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Let me read this card. Game rules. If you answer yes to a question, take 1 shot. Y'all hear these rules?
What?
I need
the Stella Rosa.
I need backup. If you answer yes to a question, take 1 shot. If you refuse to answer, go on, take 2. If the group, our group here, y'all can't see them, but we can. If they think that you're lying about a question, you take 3.
Don't be trying to clock my tea up here, y'all.
So if y'all think she lying, clock her tea.
I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. You already know.
Okay, I'm gonna have you pull a card from like right here.
All right.
Let's see.
Okay.
Have you ever turned away a client because you didn't like their vibe? You ain't easy.
That's the whole question.
That's the whole question.
Hell yeah! I turned away a client because I didn't like her vibe. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I am not one of those service. Let me tell you something. I actually really love what I do. Before I started doing this, I was doing this shit for free.
Girl.
For free. For $25. I'm talking about I had motherfuckers sitting in my room in a chair in front of the mirror doing their makeup while the TV was on. I do this shit for free. I'm not one of those service providers that cares a lot about the money. Like, of course, I need it. I got to pay the bills, but I'm not a service provider that cares a lot about the money. And I'm not a service provider that plays either. When you come to my chair and when you come sit into my suite, you need to have the right vibes. I'm not going for the attitudes. I'm not going for the, anything that I feel like the other service providers may slide for. I definitely have turned away a client just for bad vibes. And you've been to my suite before. I got Bible verses all over my suite.
Yeah, you do.
I do that for a reason. So that when you come into my suite, you are coming in blessed and leaving blessed. And so if you ain't coming in with the blessed vibe, baby, we don't even need you in the chair or even in the vicinity of the door. Like, yeah, I definitely have.
I don't blame you.
And I sent that deposit back. Too, with the quickness, because I ain't one of them. I ain't one of them. I'm going to send that deposit back real quick.
Don't want it, don't need it. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to just take a shot even though I ain't lying though.
Okay, cool. Have you ever accepted a non-monetary payment for service? If the answer is yes, tell us the story, especially if it's juicy.
I have.
Girl, don't tell me.
I have.
What?
A non-monetary, that means no money, right? I actually have. I've taken a few.
You take food stamps.
For services? Hell yeah, bring them here. We could do that. I'll get you a month of services for a good little price.
Hey.
But I actually have taken services, no money services, and it's really for exposure purposes.
Okay.
You also know I'm a content creator, so I do a lot of brand engagement and just brand promotion. So when I first started, and it ain't juicy, I ain't got no like just bad tea, but I mean, they usually just, hit me up like, hey, you're beautiful. Can we get you to model our wigs for our companies or, like our food brands and stuff like that. Like, so I definitely did that at the beginning of my content creation career. It's just for exposure. People see me, free food, free products, but I don't really do that no more.
You are ducking these shots. Let me ask another question. She is ducking.
Ask me some juicier questions,
boo.
boo.
Have you ever been attracted to a same-sex client but kept it professional?
Fuck yeah.
Really? Take a shot.
Clock that. No, I'm not lying. I'm not taking no shot. You know I'm bisexual.
Really? So I did not know that.
I am. I'm bisexual. I love women.
So I be just sitting
My
there
longest relationship was with a woman. Like,
you've never told me that.
Because I don't want to make y'all feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't be, like, I'm very respectful. But
okay, I guess.
It done been some clients that have been too fine. And we done been, when I get to them lips, that lip part with the lip liner, I just be looking like, lucky I don't kiss you right now. Like, literally. But I definitely have.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You are so funny.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever had to get into a physical fight with a client or another person who worked at the shop?
No. Now,
no phase.
Okay,
we
so
don't do
now,
no
not a client though. Never.
Okay.
Never a client, but with the second part, you said the shop. They must have did some tea on the mess.
Oh yeah. I don't play. I do my research.
I've never gotten into a physical altercation yet.
I thought. So when y'all do, just call me so I can.
Oh yeah, you. Me
and my production team are gonna be the first one.
Okay, new little reality show.
Okay.
It's really for me the problem, and no tea, no shade, but the problem being a serial entrepreneur, somebody that does a lot and has been in a lot and just a lot, period. It always comes with the hate and it always comes with the negativity. The more that I elevate, the more that I really see the hate. The more that I elevate, the more that I really see the envy. And it was like at first, I had what I feel like I call imposter syndrome. So it's like sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't work with legends. I have gotten advice from legends. And I know that I have done and hit my mark, but I still do not feel like, or have those times where I don't feel like I am who I am, even though everybody else can realize it. So I feel like the problem with that is not realizing when the hate and the envy and the jealousy comes in, because that really, that really what it is. Like doing what I do, and not just being a celebrity makeup artist or a celebrity vixen, like doing what I do. Bitches be waiting to beef with me. Bitches be waiting to beef.
I can see it, and you're so pretty.
Waiting.
You're so pretty.
Thank
too.
you. So
I can
don't be doing that now. You seen the last question we just talked
like
about.
She already gave me green light, y'all.
Look, I was just playing, but yeah, nothing like too serious,
too crazy, nothing
back and forth, but ain't nothing been done. Clock that.
Okay. Name a client you'll never take again, and explain why, or take 2 shots. Go ahead and grab that one right there.
Let me go ahead and get that one. The only reason why I really am not gonna say anything, y'all, is because it is a celebrity client, and when I mean the juice is juicy.
Okay, well, you can at least tell us why. You don't gotta tell us who. You take the shot for that.
I will definitely why, because this particular person's man, y'all, this particular person's man like hit me up on some shit on Instagram, like, like they lost my number, so they needed to get in contact with me. And then when he got in contact with me, it wasn't it wasn't like that. So let me go ahead and take that shot for that. And let me tell you, I go through shit like that all the time being in the industry. For real? All the time. Girl. Look. No tea, no shade. No tea, no shade.
I gotta hide him from you.
I can still see him.
Show the group your last Cash App request. If it was under $50, take a shot for being a cheap hoe.
My last Cash App request? I gotta show y'all?
Unless you know it was under.
No, I don't mind. I actually don't mind showing y'all.
Okay,
I got my phone,
ahead.
So you. Shot. Let me see my main phone. I might be a cheap hoe, y'all. I don't know, because I feel like my last Cash App.
Yeah, because it do say take a shot.
Let me go ahead and request $500 for myself real quick. Let me go ahead. All right, let me see. Let me see if I'm a cheap hoe, y'all. Let me see Cash App. Y'all see? We're going. I got a little money on Cash App. All right. It may not be as much.
I'm checking for
How do I look for requests? Do I just type it? Request.
Or you could just show what somebody paid you last. That works too.
The last payment. Okay, cool.
The last payment works too.
All right, cool. My last payment received was for $85.
I guess I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Yeah. Okay. We'll get another round of shots.
Y'all did this reality show, y'all. They do this exact same thing on a reality show. Get you drunk.
I wanted to ask you about it, but I was like, I ain't gonna ask you about it yet.
Baby, I feel like this might be the perfect platform to talk about that, because let's get into how these niggas play with me. Okay. And y'all know, no tea, no shade. I'm ready to talk about it.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been talking about this for a minute.
You were supposed to be here today with the whole production team on top of what we already have here, because you were filming a show for Video Vixens that hasn't came out yet. So how was that? Well, let's take this shot first before we even get into that.
Period. I'm
sorry. I know I keep moving my mic. All right.
That went down super smooth. I know this about to get real good.
Yeah.
I'll
take that for you.
Thank you, Mama. So yes, I was supposed to be filming a Video Vixen reality show. This was supposed to be what I felt like was going to be kind of like a a second chance because I actually did a reality show. I don't know if I told you. I had did one before, which is what I was actually just talking about.
Girl, let me find out you was on Baddies.
Hopefully, pick me for Baddies Africa, Natalie. All right. I know
you
see him tagging
went.
me. My number is 2128 now. I know you see him tagging me.
2128, Baddies Africa.
VIP. I got to skip preliminaries and just go straight to auditions. Them ghetto, girl. They was getting there scrapping.
You bet not be in there fighting.
Oh, no, baby. You know what I did? I came with my press-on nails on deck, boo. I came on the stage like, ew, what's up? Press-ons on deck. I know, always my own business, but let's get back to the tea. So I was supposed to do a show, and I'm going to talk about the first one before I get into the second one, because I want to just extenuate on how I say the second one was supposed to be like I felt like it was going to be a second chance. Yeah. The first one was ghetto as I was supposed to be filming a reality show by the name of, and it's like I don't even know if I want to tell the name because I don't want to give them I really don't want to give them no clout, especially off of me, but I was supposed to be filming a reality show.
But are you still going to be on it?
No. Y'all, girl, I had to damn near send them a cease and desist and everything. Like, I was not playing with them. Like, it got that serious.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
it got that serious. Yeah. So, I was supposed to be filming a reality show, and how it was presented to me is that it would be on Now That's TV. Now, mind you, prior to, the producer had actually hit me up and asked me to be on this show on Now That's TV called Girls Trip Miami, but I was busy.
I watched that show. You shouldn't have been on there.
I'm actually glad.
I would have been worried. I'm
actually glad
for you.
I wasn't.
I'm
actually glad that I wasn't because I did too. Shit. I just watched it at that, but I was supposed to be on there. But of course, I was booked. I couldn't do it. And I believe they found me. They found me from my best friend Bruce. Bruce is a celebrity photographer, and he's actually the reason why I started working with Glorilla's Camp in the first place. He put me on. So they found me from him. Shout out to Bruce. They found me from him, asked me to be on that one, couldn't make it. So they said they, had another show for me to be on. Okay. And maybe like months after that, they hit me up like, oh yeah, we're ready to film and whatever. Mm-hmm. So this was a very long story. So just to kind of make a long story short, when getting into the group chat and getting into the dealings of things, they made it very clear, They made it very, very clear that this show was going to be on Now That's TV. They made it very clear that this show was going to be on Now That's TV, period. This was asked multiple times by multiple girls. So I just really want to make that a thing. This was asked from the beginning. And it was always yes, 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 yes. All right, cool. So I don't really think anybody thought anything of it or that it wasn't going to be on there because the actual person that was the producer of the show had actually been on maybe like one or two shows of that show. So, it was nothing. And they were actually bringing in some heavy hitters or some known faces of Now That's TV. So we were all excited and everything. And I actually got my friend at the time on the show with me. So that was, lit. And it was filming around like the end of my birthday. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we're about to
be
like
lit. Warm outside. Well, it was Miami, so probably regardless.
Exactly. But they actually filmed the show because remember I didn't get on Miami. They put me on the other one. Okay. And so it was filming in Atlanta. And like I said, I got my friend on the show and everything was cool. Like it was presented to me as basically like a boss bitch show. Like just a bunch of boss bitches that got their own businesses. You know what I'm saying? Just coming together and whatever.
Did it already come out?
No. Okay. Wait, the show? Yeah, it did.
Did it just come out?
The T, clock that T because it's not on Now That's TV. It's not on Now That's TV though. Yeah, clock that. But anyway, like I said, I got my friend on the show, and like I said, it was presented as a boss bitch reality show. Of course, I knew it was probably going to be a little bit of tussling, a little bit of messiness, but all in all, it just was presented as something that was just an undeniable deal. And I already have clout and I already have motion. So I don't need any from like a reality show or anything. But it would be something that I would look forward to or be interested in just because I know it would get me exposure and it would get me, whatever. Girl. That went to hell. Really? When I mean it went to hell, we only filmed for like 5 days, probably like 5 days, which I think is like the standard for filming a short show. But we filmed for 5 days and so much went on. It was nothing like how they presented it to be. There was no food.
So they really don't be eating?
There was only liquor. Don't. There was only liquor. Thank God I live in Atlanta because they were just like, we're going to make sure we black truck you guys everywhere. We're going to make sure whatever's taken care of. Baby, the black truck never came. I want to say that in the mic real loud. The black truck never came. It was just fighting, like it was just unnecessary, like mess, like like I actually got into a fight, like it was. I did. I actually got into a fight, and so, all in all, just aside from the show, the women on the show were amazing. I think maybe there were just 2 females from the show I really didn't mix with real well, but it's funny because after the show, we actually, squashed everything, and they're amazing women as well. But I love the fact that all the women on the show had their own things going on. All of them were their own person. Yeah. Like, shout out to Harm, shout out to Mimi, shout out to Nuku, shout out to Callie. Like, I love all of them, and all of the other girls. Love them, but love them down. But the production was ass, bro. Was ass. They lied. They told us that we were getting paid. They told us that we were getting paid $9,000. They did. They told us that we were getting paid $9,000. They told us $3,000 after filming, $3,000 when the trailer dropped, and then $3,000 for the reunion. That's how the payments would be dispersed. Okay. They told us that we could pick up our first check from the Now That's TV headquarters in 30 days after filming. We filmed the 27th. That was September the 22nd. The next month comes around. Mind you, there was so much stuff that happened. Some girls had to go to the hospital with fractured faces and fucked up labias. Like, I'm talking about some girls had to go to the hospital because it was like just like that. My friend has a freaking high heel mark in her head from being hit with a high heel. Like, it was so much shit that went on. So nobody got paid that amount. No tea, no shade. Nobody got paid that amount. Matter of fact, when it came up to the time for me to go up to the headquarters and go get the check, the motherfuckers stopped replying to me.
Oh my God.
But was in the group chat replying faithfully, ignoring me, not knowing that, y'all, I am from Jersey. I am from New York City, but I've been in Atlanta for a very, very long time. Yeah. Almost 20-something years. Yeah. I know damn near everybody. If I don't know you, I guarantee you I probably know somebody that you know. Yeah. Or I've probably touched somebody's face that you know. I've probably been, like, I know. It's so crazy to me. Atlanta's small. Mm-hmm. So, like, my ex-girlfriend, she actually works for Now That's TV. And then somebody else that I deal with was actually a videographer for them. So I already had and not even just that, just period. Friends that been on shows and everything. So I already had kind of connections and insights knowing what's going on. In for sure. Exactly. So prior to, I already asked about the show and they didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. But they said, they don't know, wait and see or whatever. Right. Y'all, it was just not like that. It was not like that at all. It actually came down to the fact where the motherfucker ignored me so much. They expected us to go to North Carolina to film 3 extra days of the show. Nobody had been paid yet. Why the would I do that? And then...
That is crazy.
And then... had the audacity to just stir up so much mess and it was just super crazy. And then once all the girls kind of came together, we learned about all the lies. Like, they told certain people, because
they want you guys to be against each other.
Exactly. Distracting. They told certain people that we were already paid and like things like that, like things that just weren't true, making it seem like to other people like we were just friends and I'm just whatever. They actually told me that they didn't want me, well, him. Mm-hmm. They didn't tell me. They told somebody else that was on the show that was a close friend of mine that called me, told them that they didn't want me on the second filming part because I felt like I was bigger, or they felt like I thought that I was bigger than the program. Mind you, it came out that the show wasn't going to be on Now That's TV. Oops, clock that T. That's because of me. We actually talked to the CEO of Now That's TV about the show, and he told us he don't know what the hell we talking about. Like literally. Everything was a lie. And then I guess they tried to represent the opportunity to the girls on a whole nother network, something that I really haven't heard of. But it just so happens that Clock That T, the owner of that network, close friend is actually my close friend. So I think I was cool with like not being or filming on the show because, like I told you, I don't need the clout. I have my motion. I have my own thing going on. So, I definitely wish their production the best, but I didn't need that. However, I did see a like snippet of like a trailer or something like that. And I think I might have seen me in it for like 5 minutes. Girl, I said, oh yeah, baby, y'all either gonna have to pay me or y'all gonna have to take all that shit down. I'm not with that. Like, they told them girls, no tea, no shade, but what I'm hearing is they told them they were paying them like $500. How do you go from such a large amount to such a small amount?
I could do one night at Magic City on amateur night and get $500.
Baby, I can do
that's crazy
8 faces in a weekend and make that. That's nothing.
Oh
I make that off of bookings. I make that off of music videos. I make that off of content creation. Like that's nothing. Like not even to say it like that, but it's like
no, but it's true.
It's not even the fact that that's just nothing. It's the fact that all of that shit that we went through. You know what I'm saying? Like just the violence and like I said, hospital all of that. The contracts were fake. Like they had to sign fake contracts. Everything, girl. Ghetto.
Oh my god.
Ghetto.
Wow.
Ghetto. I had them take me out of every scene. Ghetto.
So there will be no
feature of me on there. And then as far as the second reality show goes, the Video Vixen, me and the casting manager, we kind of just had like a little scruffle. And it wasn't that big of a deal to me. And it wasn't like anything I feel as though on my part. I just got casted for of course, your podcast, and then a very popular brand skincare line. Yeah. And of course, I just messaged her and asked her would the times just, conflict with whatever scheduling that we had going on, you know what I'm saying? Just to let me know the times. Nothing was solidified yet, but, just let me know the times and everything so I could update everybody. And I'm not going to lie, like her response was just really, really nasty. Like she had a really, really nasty response to me. Like she was really, really just, I really don't know. Like she just was, I don't know what her beef with me was, but it was just really nasty. But I'm not going to lie. The day of the auditions, I had already felt that energy from her.
I could see that for you, though.
Like I'm telling you, like I knew it. Like not even just saying this now because the day of the auditions, I knew. Like I had already felt that vibes. I missed the first auditions because I was busy. Of course, y'all know I be booked and busy. And this is not no flaunt. Like I damn near be booked every single day. So I was booked and busy. I missed the first auditions and then I came to the second ones and I don't know, girl. So, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know I'm a spiritual woman. Yeah. I honestly feel like because even that situation, girl, that shit was so small. The reason it was so small, it didn't even make sense. But I didn't dwell on it. I wasn't sad about it. I wasn't upset about it. Honest to God, crossed my heart, hope to die. I am such a spiritual woman that I honestly and truly believe that anything that God does not align with my current plans was just not meant for me. And I am not saddened about it or upset about it at all.
Yeah. I agree with you on that.
I'm telling you.
But before we close out, I'm having such a good conversation.
I know, girl. You know.
I don't even want you to go. Oh, my God. I'm over here getting my warnings.
You know.
I had so many more questions, but that was good. That was juicy. My only other question that was on here was, what was the other one that I want to have? Take a shot if you've ever slept with one of your clients.
Makeup clients or just clients in anything I do?
I mean, because don't make me go down your catalog again. Model, video vixen, IT, get that shot ready. Yeah, Now that's how you do it. Period. So I feel like you're a jack of all trades. I went to your booking site and it literally was like full face and quick weave. I'm like, wait, what? Am I on the right page?
Music video bookings on there, girl. Like, you can book me.
So what all do you do? Like, what all do you do?
So I am of course, a video vixen. I am a celebrity makeup artist. I also do computer repair. I'm a serial entrepreneur as well. I own a couple of businesses. You know, I do my press-ons. You ain't got none on today. I was
supposed to have them on.
I'm going to get you. But I do press-ons, makeup, of course. I actually own a mini makeup academy. It's called Glam Academy Beauty. We teach 3-day, 1 week, and 1 month classes for the beginner makeup artist, the intermediate makeup artist. It does not matter. We teach creative makeup, full glam, soft glam, editorial. We teach whatever glam that you're wanting.
I'm about to ask you something that I feel like is a huge
would?
debate.
What?
What's the difference between a regular glam and a soft glam?
Girl, literally, that is a new term, girl. Like, that is such a good question.
Soft glam? What is it?
That is literally just a name for them to upcharge y'all, because there is literally, like, that is literally a new term. We've never used soft glam. I've never heard of that. I didn't really just
it's still a
hear about it
full
until
blown
these last
phase.
couple of years. It literally is. There's literally no difference between a soft glam and a full glam, but the eyes, and maybe the coverage, you know, if you want to go a little bit heavier on your coverage or whatever, but literally just the eyes, you know, like literally.
Okay, I want to get into that.
Yes, but I also own a personal assisting and computer repair business. So if you need any remote personal assisting or any minor computer repairs like keyboards, hard drive fixes, screen fixes, I do that.
You're amazing.
It's called the Tech X Girl. I actually have a couple of other women underneath my belt. So if I'm not available, which I literally never am, they will be. I do just so much. I'm actually doing a new business coming up.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I was just about to ask you, what do you have coming up?
Oh, you were. I like that. I'm actually, number one, I am going on the Glorious Tour with Glorilla. I'm going to be, shout out to my Leo twin. I'm going to be the makeup artist for her opening acts. So that is amazing. This is my first time going on tour. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm also launching a new business. Not going to lie, I don't even have the name yet. I just ordered the product. I swear.
What is it?
I don't even have the name yet.
Are you
I just
gonna tell
ordered
us
the
what it
product
is?
and I know what it is. Yes. So I'm doing pretty lights. So they are lights for service providers that will be decorated. That's all I'm gonna give y'all right now. But they should be launching April 1st to the end of March. I'm trying to come up with it. But
so you need to send me.
I got you. But we're doing pretty lights and just so much other stuff. I'm a casting manager. So if any ladies are just interested in getting casted in celebrity videos, YouTube videos, TV, movie, make sure you hit me up. I'm a casting manager for 5 Star Casting LLC. I already said it. Shout out to Honeybee. And I'm also trying to do my own thing, just casting sometime, in the future. But girl, I'm a girl.
Yeah, you're amazing. Shout out to Dejj. Go ahead and give them your Instagram handles and where they can find you at.
I already know. If you don't know, now you know. Follow me at D.E.J. That's D.E. 3 J's on all platforms. I'm talking TikTok. I'm talking YouTube. I'm talking Twitter. I'm talking Instagram. I'm talking LinkedIn. Facebook, I ain't going to give y'all that. That's for the grandmas and the aunties.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to have to find you on Facebook.
Follow me.
I know how to find you on Facebook now.
Wait, how? Oh, you done know my damn government.
Yeah,
I'm about to have to go change my username. I'm about to have to go change my username.
And that is a wrap. Thank you guys for watching Conversations with Her.
First episode, you already know, the big one. The big one.
Period. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.